Right. Yesterday we were trying to understand setter methods and getter methods. So last class, first we completed understanding setter method. When we wanted to, okay, once an object is created, we have to perform how many operations? 4 operations. First one, initializing, reading, modifying, printing. Okay. For performing these 4 operations, we have 4 ways. Okay. What are the 4 ways? Accessing fields directly by their name, via setter getter method, via constructor, via blocks. Okay. Is there any problem accessing fields directly? Yes. Okay, we have problem. What is the problem? First, code redundancy. For I created 2 objects, 3 objects, 100 objects. In all these objects, I have to write logic for story. Okay, e1.x, SOPLIN e1.x, e1.x. For modifying SOPLIN e1.x. Same logic I have to repeat for second object, third object, fourth object, 100th object. This code repetition is the problem, right? Code redundancy is the major problem. To overcome this code redundancy problem, I have to use my previous chapter method chapter. I should create method in the same class called example. In this class example, okay, I have to create a method called what? Setter method, non-static method. Because variables are non-static, I should create method as non-static. Now, what is the logic I should write in setter method? Setting the value. Whatever logic we write inside main method, same logic you write. But here, E1 variable cannot access remove. If I remove E1 variable, compiler will substitute this dot. Then this X and Y variables are accessing from current object, first object, second object, using which you call the set method. Then what is the problem in set method? Values are fixed. Then in all objects, same 1020 storing, it's a wrong idea. The programmer who creates first object, he will decide what values to store. The who creates second object, he will decide what values to store. So object to object, you want different values, then you don't decide the values. You must take the values as an argument and store in the non-static variables in the current object. Then further, we should define methods with parameter. Okay. Then this method for storing values. After storing, I want to display. For a display method also you have to create. Then I'm modifying the code. Okay. So now with these methods, the code is readable, reusable, secure, centralized code change. Okay. We write the logic only one time. We are using logic in all places. Okay, nice. Then what is the problem in setter method? The setter method parameters is the problem. What is the problem? The set method design is wrong because parameter names are different from field names. User cannot determine which parameter refers to which field. What is the solution? We must develop a variable shadowing. In Java, variable shadowing concept is given. In Java, variable shadowing concept is given for user program for easy identifying which method which field, which parameter refers to which field. Then in place of P and Q, you have to take what? XY. Then in the logic, I have to write XY. Then confusion. How can compiler can decide which X is non-static, which X is parameter? Compiler consider both variables as parameter. Read the value from parameter, store value in the parameter. When we create parameters same as the field names, when we develop variable shadowing, it is our responsibility to differentiate non-static variable from parameter by using this dot. Which side I should write this dot? Left side, right side, any side? Left side I should write this data, right side I should write any side I can write. As per compiler, I can write any side. But as per the program, I should write left side. Because our target is what? Copying parameter value into non-static variable. If you want to copy non-static variable into parameter, right side you have to write. Okay. There is no problem as per compiler. There is no problem. You can write this dot either left side or right side. But as per our project, left side I should write. With this modification, now the project is clearly readable and easily understandable to the user that the value is passing. First value refers to X, second value refers to Y. Confidently, user can pass the values. Up to here, we discussed in the last class. Okay. Everyone understood? Pakka? Yesterday I was very angry on you and was forcing you to reply in the class. Is it a good or bad? Very, very bad. How dare you to force me to talk in the class? Huh? That's why today no students. See, strength come down. 25% of the students didn't come to the class today. Did I say anything yesterday? I will check your notes. Any homework given? I will verify your notes. If not, I will throw you out from the class. Nothing, huh? Okay. Right. There is a problem. What is the problem? Don't ask questions. If you ask questions, we will not come to the class. Right? That is a good habit. Look at the set method. There is a problem. This set method still has a problem. We have one problem. What is that? No variable shadowing. Then user programmer face the problem. Then we have developed variable shadowing. Now, with this set method, still user programmer has a problem. No compile time error, no runtime error. This set method doesn't have a compile time error, doesn't have runtime error. Successfully values are passed, stored, and then later it can read. But still there is a problem in the set method development as per the user programmer. Can you identify? Security. Security not from user point of view, no? Example class developer point of view, security. Security, don't worry. From user point of view, there is a problem in the set method. Okay, let me ask a question. And as per the current society, this idea is good actually, okay? I'm also encouraging you. For long relation purpose, I am encouraging. Tell me, there are two brothers in the house. First brother got marriage. Okay, no problem. Second brother also got married. Then problems starts. Problems starts because future thinking. What? First brother salary, spending the money. First brother salary, money, spending for the family. It's a joint family. Second brother, money also spending for the family. Okay, joint family. So spending here. Then by end of the month, now the wives are not finding the money for their future family purpose, like children's and all. Okay, then the wives will start getting tension. In future, how can my son or my daughter can, get the good education, good life? What are the, what you call savings, investments? Then they started a slowly fear, started slowly fighting with the husband. Let's separate. Tell me, is it good or bad? Boys, what do you say? Now future husbands you are. Good or bad? Generally, yeah, wives will be forcing to separate. That's a open secret. Is good or bad? What do you say? Good or bad? I strongly recommending you after get marriage, boys, you separate. Before your wife is asking only, you separate. Tell to your parents, Daddy, it's the time, let's separate. Hey, what nonsense are you saying? Maybe your parents will get angry on me. Okay, your parents may file a case on me, but still, no problem. I'm ready to face those cases. Okay. If you want to be happy, I mean, your family, entire family, if your entire family members want to be happy, no fightings, no differences, and want to be having long, happy life, then after marriage, separate. And every week, if you are staying in the same village, every week Sunday, what you call meet together and prepare the food in your parents' house. Okay, lunch or dinner or morning to evening, stay with your parents, and again night, again you go back to your houses. And Monday onwards, Monday to Saturday, work yourself, earn money yourself, save money yourself, and again by Sunday, again you come back and stay with your parents. If you do like this, you will be happy, your brothers will be happy, and parents will be happy. Initially, 1 or 2 months, that angry or quarrel or sadness will be there. Slowly habituated. Everybody have their own privacy. Everybody have their own money earnings. Everybody they have their own plans. There is no what you call, you do this, you do that, that kind of force will not be there. You can decide what to do, what not to do, your own direction, your own growth. Okay. And remember, if you are wanted to buy something for your child, you should also buy for all children there in the house. Your budget may support or not support. Lot of problems are there. Okay, now that's what my recommendation. Good plan for your future. Okay. Now, before marriage only talk to your parents. Daddy, after marriage, I will find my own house because this is my house. Okay, nearer to your only I'm going to stay. Don't go away far. If you are in the same village, for example, you are staying in Hyderabad. Hyderabad city having good everything now. So now separate in the same apartment, separate house you take, or near apartment, separate house you take. That is a good plan. Tell me now, what is the problem here? I gave example. Example as a solution here. X and Y are the brothers. Set method is the family. In that family, two brothers are there, X, Y. Now, main method. Main method is nothing but relative. Let's say, first brother, son, what do you call, father-in-law people are coming to house. When they wanted to bring something for you, they should also bring for other people in the family also, na? Understand? Now, very, very important. When you wanted to modify X, can you ignore Y? No, because it's a one parameter or two parameter method. Two parameter. If you want to call set method to change X value, you should also set what? Y also. No, sir, I don't want to change. Then pass the past previous value. You don't want to change Y, then previous one is send again. Why? Because both are together there. When both people together there, compulsory you have to take care of both values. You cannot one value pass, another value you cannot ignore. Do you understand my point? Set method has how many parameters? Then how many arguments I have to pass to call this method? Two arguments. If I pass two arguments, both X and Y values are changing or not? No, I want to change only X. I wanted to bring only for my daughter family, not other daughter family. Possible or not possible? Not possible. I cannot hide and take something for them. So now what? Obviously, daughter family, mother definitely say, separate. Okay. And then it's a good idea, separate, no problem. Don't separate from husband, okay? It's very important. So there are some mothers, fathers are there, forcing separate from husband also, okay? It's more dangerous. Nowadays become like that, okay? Be careful. I shall never tell the fighting between wife and husband should not tell to third person. When you share your family matters to third person, then there is a huge gap created between husband and wife. Remember, this is very, very, very important. And maybe I told in your batch, I want to remind you again, okay, because you are little bit understanding Java now, past my suggestions may be recollected again and remember. Boys especially remember, for you only I'm telling. If your wife's side family members come to your house to stay, as many days they are staying, those many days you take leave, office leave, work from home you take. Don't leave your wife alone with your relatives. Most dangerous. Either wife side relatives or your side relatives. Any wife side relatives, if they come to your house, don't leave your wife with them. First, next day onwards, fightings will start. Experiences are not experience, but my friends told me, and of course, also I can have that sense, okay? Actually, why I don't have any fighting? Because both families are, my wife and my families are relatives. So that's why there is no much problem between us. Okay, but I'm telling you, don't leave relatives alone in the house. Problem is, they will ask only one question. Telugu people try to understand my statement. Abbai baga చూసుకుంటున్నాడా అయిపోయింది అందరి పక్క లైఫ్ గోన్ ఈజ్ యువర్ హస్బెండ్ టేకింగ్ కేర్ యూ ప్రాపర్లీ with that statement, up to that you are not comparing, started comparing now, okay, how he is taking care of me, okay, lot of comparisons will start, then fighting will be there. That's why my suggestion is, when relatives come to your house, until they leave your house, don't go to office, stay in the house only. That is the best suggestion for me. Remember, implement. Come back. So what is the problem with the set method? Set method has two parameters. Now what to do? Separate. Suppose set method design initialize or modify each field separately. Always we must initialize or modify both fields. Solution, define separate setter method for each field. Okay, look at there. I am taking this parameter out and creating separate set method. Now I divided. As many fields you have, those many set methods you have to define. Any compile time error? Any compile time error? No, na. ఒరే మీ దుంపలు లేక అసలు మరీ కొంచెం కూడా ఆలోచించే కెపాసిటీ లేరా మీకు నో కంపైల్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ఫౌండ్ there is a compile time error, find out. No compile time error. Sorry, let me ask. E1 dot set of 10. In main method I call E1 dot set of 10. Which method executed? First or second? First method. Why first come first server? First come first server. What is the problem with set method? Second method. Second method executed when I pass 20. Then I pass 30. Which method executed? They are same signature method, na? Set int, set int. It is what? Same signature method. Intra inka bolipagledha? Still you didn't get an idea? No head momentum, no face expression change. Did you understand or not? This is same signature. Signature means you know na? Method name and parameter. Set int, set in. It is the same signature method. When same signature method, if you create two methods, second method is called duplicate na? Compile throw error. You say X, it's Y na sir. Hey, those are the parameter names. Parameter name cannot be used for calling the method. For calling method, what consider? Method name, parameter type only. Parameter name is used inside the method for reading the argument. From main method, to find this method and execute, parameter name is not considered. Method name and parameter type only consider. So it's a duplicate method. Then how can we create two methods with the name set? If you want to create two methods, either name should be different or type should be, parameter type should be different. Can I change the parameter type? Change it. Can I change the parameter type? Chapandra. Why you cannot change? Because this method meant for setting X value. Second method meant for setting Y value. X is a what type? If I change the parameter type, how can you take the values of X and Y? So can you change the parameter type? Not possible. Then only one option remaining. What is that? This is a compile time error. I want to solve the compile time error. What to do? Either type I have to change or name I have to change. Is it possible to change the type? Then what should I do? I should change a method name. What is the method name change? Set1, set2. Allowed? But is it meaningful? No. You are setting whom? X. You are setting value to whom? Y. So Sun Microsystem suggested don't take set1, set2, set3. Meaningless. Take as what? Set X, set Y. Take the field names inside. Understand? Take the field name in the method name so that now it's easily understandable to the main method programmer. Now tell me how to call these methods. Previously, we have called one set method to set two values. Now I have to call two set methods, E1 dot set x of 10, E1 dot set y of 20. For modification, E1 dot set x of 15, E1 dot set y of 16. Tell me, presently we set only E1. I want to set E2. Same thing repeat. Okay, na? So E1 for setter, getter, and setter getter for E2. Separately, we have to call like this. So this is the real project development. In real-time projects, as many fields you create in the class, those many separate set get methods will be there. Method name starts with the set following by field name, first letter, capital letter, following by parameter type and parameter name, same as the field type and field name. Inside method, you have to write this dot x equal to this dot y. Everyone got clarity? This method, this program example class still has one more problem. Identify. Set x, no problem. Set y, no problem. Display method, no problem. But there is a new problem. New problem. What is that new problem? You deposit money in the ATM. You want to withdraw, you want to display. You deposit money in the bank. Later, you want withdraw, na? Withdraw means retrieve, get. Whatever the money you store, you want to get that money. What is the problem? I gave example, ra. This class has only setter method and has only display, but there is no method for get. What value I store, I want to retrieve that value. So what methods are missing? Getter methods are missing. I have a question, think and tell me. I can create one set method for all fields. Can I create one get method for all fields? Possible. Array. First program visualize cheskondra. Get method is meant for receiving value, print value, return the value. Receiving, get. You are a get method developer. As a get method developer, what you do? You take the value. Get. From the user programmer, main method programmer point of view, I am getting value. Meaning is what? He is passing value, retrieving value. Get method meant for getting value from the object means what? Retrieving and returning. Retrieving and returning. Setter method for setting. Getter method for getting. Opposite. Getting means what? Take the value from non-static variable, return that value to the main method. Return value to the main method. Tell me, getter method is parameterized method or non-parameterized method? Getter method, take value from object, return that value. It will not take any value. It will only retrieve the value available in the object and return to main method. From main method, it will not receive the value. So it is a parameter or non-parameter? Non-parameter. It should be a void or non-void? Get method must return the value. Void or non-void? Non-void. What is the return type? Int. One method can return two values. Get method must return value. Can return two values. A method can return how many values? One value. One return type, one value. Set method can have more than one parameter. So it can take multiple values as argument. But getter method meant for returning the value. So it can return only one value. So tell me, can single get method return all values available in the object? No. It has to take separate get method. It is a mandatory. You have to create separate get method for each field. One method for X, one method for Y. Tell me what is the name of the method? I want return X value. What is the name of the method? Get X. I want return Y value. Get Y. Tell me the full syntax. Private or non-private? Non-private. Static or non-static? Non-static. Void or non-void? Non-void. Parameter or non-parameter? Inside method, what is the logic? Storing or returning? Set to get I changed. Void to in because X type is in. Set to get XX, no parameter. And then this dot X changed to return. Okay, now? Totally, whenever you wanted to develop a program, for each field, you must define one pair of set and get method. This is a set X, sorry. Okay, one pair of setter and getter method. Set X int X, get X return int, set Y, get Y, display method. This is the minimum basic program development as per real-time projects. Real-time projects, I don't follow Ameerpet style, I will want to follow. This all nonsense, bakwas. Okay, na? Time waste. Ameerpet, I want to follow Ameerpet, or I want to call a college means what? This all nonsense. No, sir, I want to work in company. Then you must learn this way of development. Right? Continuation to yesterday class. Problem in above set method. Problem in above set method. Now tell me, what is the problem? What is the problem in above set method? Already yesterday program you have written, na? It's not possible to change. It is not possible to initialize or change. It is not possible to initialize or change one field by ignoring other fields. By ignoring other fields. By ignoring other fields. What is the solution? Solution. We must define solution. We must define separate set method for each field. Second problem. The above class contains only set method and display method. Set method and display method. We must also have a method for retrieving, or we must also have a method for retrieving or getting, retrieving or getting non-static field values, non-static field values from current object. For this purpose, we must also define for this purpose, we must also define one separate get method, one separate get method for each field. Separate get method for each field. Down. Hence, hence, the correct approach of developing a class is we must define one pair of set and get method, one pair of set and get method for each field available in the class, for each field available in the class, as shown in the below program. As shown in the below program. Right now, I want you write this program left side, this side test program. Okay, left side of your page example class, right side of your page what do you call a test class. So divide your page into two halves. Write down example class first. Have you written this one? Display method also? Close the example class. Listen, this to explain this small program, we no need to take these 2 days of time. Just in 5 seconds, I can write the code. But what I didn't teach program. I have analyzed why I have written the program like this. Understood? The difference between my explanation, other faculties will not tell why you written X here, why you written X here, why you written this here. They will say, this way you have to write, that is Java, right? Sir, why I have to write here X? That is standard, Java standards you have to follow. Tell me now. If interview ask a question, why you have written X here, can you explain now? Why? If I don't use the field name here, the two methods names are conflict, set. Right? Duplicate name. The method name and parameter type will be become same. Name conflict will come. Compiler throw error. Compiler throw error. Method set int is already defined. If I take only method name get, then now we'll get method get is already defined. And then you interview may ask a question. Then write a set 1, set 2, set 3. Hey, it's not meaningful. So if I take a field name inside the set method, then it is a meaningful. So for readability purpose, method name starts with set following by field name. This clear explanation you must able to give to the interviewer. That's why I did all this analyzation. But how much you understand, how much you remember, I don't know. Okay. Now let's go to test class. Write down test class. If you have space side, right side, otherwise write down. You have to see both side by side like this. Then only program clarity will be there. Right. Test 0, 1 or test, don't worry. For saving purpose, I maintain the number. Otherwise, just leave it. Scroll on. I can retrieve the value from the object and print either via display method or also via getter method. Two ways I can do that. Clear? Okay, with this programming knowledge, okay, first you write down question why if you complete program down you write why set method and get method has why set method and get method name has field name. Why set method and get method has field set method get method name has field name question mark answer for differentiating from can you write like this for solving name conflict for solving name conflict for solving name conflict and differentiating one set method from another set method. Differentiating one set method from another set method. Okay. Now I want you write this detailed notes. Observe here. What is a setter method and what is the use of it? Next, what is a getter method? What is the use of it? Okay. And then what is the procedure or steps we must follow in creating setter method and getter method? Following by one project you have to develop by your own. By your own now in the class. Today, assignment day. Tomorrow also assignment day. Okay. Today, tomorrow, 2 days are assignment days. Let's see how many people can write. Go, chalo, write. Training completed. Now doing job. My training completed. Now you have to work. Now onwards, my role is team leading. Completed? Next. What is a getter method? What is the use of it? Observe. Same sentences in place of set, we write what? Get. Set for setting new value or modifying existing value. Get method for retrieving the existing value of a private variable in this object. Retrieving. Retrieving after printing or returning or returning. Retrieving and returning. Right. Srividya, in your application form, you write your name or anyone's name? In an application, you can anyone name. But why you write your name? Because it is your application. Set method is setting the value. That's why method name is set. Get method is getting the value. That's why method name is get. Okay, now? Completed? Now, steps to create setter method. Done? Understand every step? Done? Now, write this question. I want you to develop this program by your own. Same as previous program. X place SNO, example place student, X place SNO, Y place SName. Same copy paste. Just change the names ante. Develop. Alliance students, are you writing? Everyone look at here. Student class completed. Look at here. Class student. Inside you have to declare two fields, SNO, S name. Next, set SNO, get SNO. Set S name, get S name. Display method. Confirm, have you written same? If not, correct it. If any mistakes are there, correct. Boys, no smile face. If you have written correct, there should be a smile face. Yeah, my program correct. ఈ కరెక్ట్ రాసిన అదే ఏడు మొహం, కరెక్ట్ రాంగ్ రాసిన అదే ఏడు మొహం. కొంచెం ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ చేంజ్ చేయండి రా బాబు. షో సమ్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఇన్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ గాట్ కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్. ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ సిట్ విత్ డల్ ఫేసెస్, ఐ ఫీల్ దట్ యూ డిడ్ంట్ వర్క్. Face expressions very important, man. Then following by test class. Who is the test class of student college? Who create the object of student? Create one student object. Have you created one or two? Two? Oh, super. Now I'm creating one. One sufficient for me. Then next. Listen, look at here. What happened here? First, which class you compile, execute? Student or college? College. Then college class is loaded into JVM. JVM starts execution with main method. Inside main method, student S1. First, S1 variable memory created. Then new keyword creates. New keyword will go to student class. Create the object with the two variables SNO, SName. Have you stored the default values? Have you drawn memory or not? Question clearly given. Explain the program. Explain the flow of execution of this program with a memory diagram. మర్చిపోయారు మొత్తం గాయ. Still working on college class completed. Actually, when you write this line, immediately you have to draw memory. Execution started from main method. Once you write this line, immediately memory should draw. Should not go to next line. 0 null, 10 stored pointing. Draw now, if you're not drawn. Then I want first operation. After object creation, I perform 4 operation. First one, initializing. Dekho idhar. Can I write like this? Can I write like this? Compiler allows me to write code like this. What is this? First approach. What is the first approach? Initializing object by accessing variables directly. Can I access like this? Yeah. But is it recommended? No. Then what should I do? Call setter method. S1 dot set SNO of 101. What I said? Whenever you write the statement, immediately you have to tell the flow of execution. Execute, write, execute, write, execute. Tell me, what is the meaning of this line? Please try to understand my statement. Hey, look at the screen. Try to understand my word. This is a method call set method setting 101 to SNO variable available in S1 object, right? Again repeating my statement. Set method set argument value 101 to the SNO variable available in S1 object. Correct? Flow of execution. Your statement is correct, but the flow of execution. Arey bhai, dekho ra, idhar dekho ra babu. My flow of execution. Will this method call, for this method call, will JVM directly go to S1 object to SNO variable 0 replace with 101? Is this arrow mark right or wrong? Yesterday, this is what I asked you to practice at home by drawing memory. When you call method, will control go to object 0 replace with 101 directly? Wrong. Because it is not a variable access. If it is a S1 dot SNO equal to 101, directly it will go to SNO variable. Understand? Now tell me, this is a method call. Control will go to where? Method. Control will go to method empty line with arguments. How many? 2. This is not argument. This is a parameter. What is the argument? This argument what? This receive what value? Current object. Mala, I have to come to the first current object. Now, first control will go to this method. According to the logic written inside the method, value stored there. Suppose if I remove this line, this dot SNO equal to SNO, this line if I remove, is 101 stored in SNO variable? No. Okay, that is what setter method flow of execution. Now logic executed and stored. Now tell me full flow. When you call set SNO, 2 values are going into this method. From left side current object, right side argument value, both value 1010 101. 1010 stored in this 101 stored in parameter. Then logic SNO 101 reading given to this dot SNO stored in a SNO 0 replaced with 101. Understand the flow? Paka. So whenever you call setter method, don't say go to object and set. No. First you look at the method logic. Go into the method. According to method logic, you must store the value. Same point. Tell me now. When I write S1 dot set S name of HK, what happened? Same. First, it will go to setter method with the 2 objects. Current object 1010, argument object string. Current object stored in the setter method in this keyword. Argument object stored in the parameter sname. Parameter sname value read and stored in the current object. Null replace with HK. Understand? Next, I wanted to, if I remove this dot, if I remove this dot, tell me, are values 101 HK stored in the object? No. If I remove this dot, both sides what? Parameter. Reading value from parameter, storing value in the parameter. So what is the point you have to notice? By calling setter method, values are not stored in the object, only by logic. So you, whenever you see setter method, first you have to observe the method logic. Is it setting logic there or not? If not there, don't store. This is one of the most important interview question. Most important interview question. In the written test exam, the people will ignore writing this dot. All the people practice, but SNO equal to SNO, SNO equal to SNO, SNO stored in current object. If this is not there, it is not stored. That's why focus. Always follow, think like a compiler and J. From here where I should go here. Here what is the logic? Read SNO stored in SNO. Oh, parameter only. And then now remove the place this keyword. Now tell me the flow of S1 dot get SNO. I completed setter method execution flow. You tell me getter method execution flow. Will get method directly get SNO from the object? Will get method directly get value from the SNO value from the object? No. It is not a variable. It is a method. So from here control will go to method with the current object reference stored in this keyword. Inside getter method, you return this dot SNO. That's why 101 coming, return to this program, printed on console. I'm asking question, think and tell me. This is a confusion to all students. Getter method, return value or print value? Printer. Getter method print value. It returns only. It will not print. Who will print? SOPL. Get method return value substituted in a println parenthesis, then the value is printed. Be careful. Okay. Next, get as name, same story. It will go to get as name method, read the value from current object, return here, printed on console. Understand? So this is the complete program flow of execution. Okay, now I want you write these two lines for remembering purpose. Write this line. S1 dot set SNO of 101, storing value here wrong. Next, right arrow mark here like this. One method if you write, second method automatically you understand. Done. Next, getter method, write this arrow mark wrong. Now write get SNO, this keyword, retrieve the value from the object. Retrieve the value, return to here and print. This arrow mark following by this arrow mark. Two arrow marks, retrieving, returning and printing 101. Completed? Down you write note. Note. Get method. Note. Get method doesn't print value. Get method doesn't print value. It only returns, it only returns value to the calling method. Returns value to the calling method. Next, write this question. Different usages of get method. Different usages of get method. Done? Now, this first option we have just now learned, right arrow mark. Refer previous program. Refer above program. Refer above program. Here arrow mark, refer next program, company class. Company class. Refer next program, bank account class. Getter method meant for three purposes. Now, I want to ask same question again, which I have already asked. I want to check ID card. I ask admin to check ID card. Then he checking ID card here. He opened the door there. What happened? Anybody come here to check the ID card? No. People are Jumping from here into the class now? Same point. In previous program, I did a mistake. What is that? In previous program, I did mistake. I want to guarantee the college class should access SNO SNAME from setter getter method. Did I guarantee it? I want a college class access SNO SNAME only via setter getter method. You already told that accessing fields directly having a several problem. Then you have to force college class user to access the field only via set to get. Did you force that? Did you force? No force. Why? Why? User has two options now. He can access the fields directly or he can go via setter method. You didn't stop him to access the fields. You left these two variables as normal variables. If you left two variables, no one will use your methods. So tell me, what you have to do? Declare always fields as a private and provide setter getter method. Then user is forced to come via setter getter method and display method. Clear? Next program should not do that mistake. Chalo, write down this question, write the code. Let's see how many people can write the code. Shuddham. By tomorrow end of tomorrow, you should have full confidence that you become compiler, JVM and developer. Compiler JVM means finding the syntax mistakes and drawing the memory flow of execution. And developer means give any program, I'll show my tell. I want you see object-oriented programmer first. After object-oriented programmer, next logical programmer, DSA programmer. మీకు full torture ఉంటుంది in coming classes లో definitely. I told you already, I want to see 100% result success from your batch. I want full-fledged maximum syllabus of DS I want to cover in your batch. For that, even though you are not understanding, I will teach. Understand that? Even though you are not understanding, I will teach. Even though you are not supporting, I will teach. Okay? I will scold you. Scold and teach. So let's see how many people will change from the scoldings. Will you give me chance to scold or will not give me chance to scold? Let's see. It's a challenge between you and me. One day I want to teach you share market. Okay? Now I also have a confidence. Till now, I don't have much confidence on share market. Now I got confidence. Okay? So one day, when you are boring about Java, okay, that day suddenly in the middle of the class or entire class, that I'll teach share market soon. And I will also tell my techniques, what I am following. So those techniques I'll tell. Strictly, if you follow my techniques, you will also earn good amount of money. Your father giving, mother giving some money for, pocket money. Most of you people are using those pocket money for unnecessary things, buying chips, okay, buying pizza, buying burger, buying chicken biryani, mutton biryani. And next, boys, cigarette, mandu, okay? So stop wasting your money on useless things and use that money investing in share market. Okay? Save the money. Soon I will explain you share market. With that, you can start, earning some good amount of money. Writing a program. Question complete and sit silently. Write program. What you want right now? Homework. Completed a question? Will you work at home and come? Paka. With programmer, with compiler JVM memory. Inside employee class, you cannot run. Just employee class, you are writing code. Then in a company class main method, when you create employee one equal new employee, immediately draw memory. That line syntactically no error and execute, draw memory. Then you will get thought next what to do. I should initialize. Can I access the fields directly? No, declared as private. Then I'm allowed to access only via setter method. Call setter method, initialize. Don't directly go and store value. Right arrow mark into setter method, from there right arrow mark to object. Okay, now that way if you start practicing, then full clarity you will get. Understand? So if you give me confidence that you have learned Java thoroughly, perfectly, then I can teach you share market. After you understand share market, we will develop logical programming on share market. Do you understand? My intention of teaching you share market, I want to use share market knowledge in my next subject, Java, either in object-oriented programming, also in logical programming. Share market is a business or not? Object-oriented meant for developing business applications, na? So we will try to use share market knowledge for applications to develop, logics to develop. Okay, na? So please work out, not for your sake, for my sake. Make me happy. Daily I'm crying, na? Make me happy tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to see smile faces. Please, boys, have some face expression change. You learn, understood, smile face. You didn't understand, question mark face. Don't have sad faces and dull faces. Feeling hungry, 6 o'clock? Have some chai and come to the class, or eat some biscuit. Which biscuit? Healthy biscuit you eat, okay? Okay, one biscuit, not a problem, no problem. 1 or 2 biscuits per day. So please don't eat packets of biscuits, okay? Thank you. That's all for today class. Good night. Write code for this program and come. See you tomorrow.